You need to talk about Uncharted. You need to dive into that because I know how
Okay.
you feel about that.
Yeah, you know how I feel about it. I'm Maddie,
And I'm Carolyn,
and
and
we're okay. Ready?
yeah.
And we're just some podcast. Why didn't you do it?
I thought you said that we weren't doing it. I thought we were doing that. I thought you were doing it with me. Oh, and we're just some podcast.
No, but yeah, I'm really excited about the whole um Hunger Games announcements. I'm so pumped. Like they picked some really good people. Some people are like, "Oh, why'd they pick that girl for what's her name? Lenore Dove?" And because the whole thing
I'm
is,
gonna kill them. She's literally a
well,
descendant.
no. Well, no, here's the thing. So the reason why people are upset is not like it's because in Ballad of Songbirds, she's supposed to be Maud Ivory's daughter, and Maud Ivory is very blonde, so that's what they were expecting. But like in the book, it's very clear that all we know about her is that she has red hair,
Yeah.
red tint in her hair. So I don't think like people are like so upset where they're like, I'm not gonna watch it. It's more just like, oh, I pictured her blonde, but like I'm
I
not mad
always
about it.
pictured her that way of because of Rachel Zegler being
Yeah,
the girl. So
yeah.
I always pictured her like. Also, guys, oh my gosh, the cast for Haymitch, perfect. I don't think
He's
anyone could have
perfect.
casted it better. Like every time I see the
No,
fan cast, I'd be like, yeah, I could see that. Oh
he's
my
great.
gosh, this guy's
Yeah.
perfect.
There's so many that people picked that I'm like, he's old. Like
Yeah, I'm
this
like,
guy's
oh, and
so
he's not
good.
40.
And he's not like some huge actor. Like he's kind of still starting out in the
Exactly.
business. Like, and
So
he
you
comes
don't have
out in
like a
Hunger Games.
preconceived of what he's gonna be, which I do love when
Yeah.
they do that. And they do that, they did that with, I mean, Jennifer Lawrence and oh my gosh,
Josh
don't be mad
Hutcherson.
that I'm forgetting
Josh
Peter's
Hutcherson.
name right now. Josh
Josh Hutcherson.
Hutcherson.
I'm saying it. Josh Hutcherson. I've been
He
saying it.
they
Pissed.
obviously they had played other roles, but this really was their defining career role at the time.
Yeah.
So I do think that was good, and
Also, guys,
I'm
don't
I'm
mind my
glad.
wet hair.
I'm minding it right now. Hey, guess what? What
Look
did I
like a
tell you
wet
before this podcast?
I look like a wet dog.
Wrong, incorrect.
Me my oranges.
I remember growing up, it was such a thing. I don't know why it was such a thing. I feel like it's not a thing anymore. It was like leaving your house with wet hair was like, but now it's who cares? Who cares? Literally,
I
who
did not
cares?
grow up that way. I grew up in the way of we have to go.
Well, I didn't either, but like my mom's growing up was that way. Was
Yeah.
like, hmm,
You got wet hair.
interesting. Someone didn't wake up early enough. Kill yourself. How about that? Who cares?
Why don't you jump off a bridge? Kill yourself.
Hey, we've all got bigger
Um,
things to worry about than wet hair, for fuck's sake.
I just
Goodness. If your
remember
biggest problem
being
is wet hair, oh, hey, you're doing okay.
whoa. I just remember growing up, it was like if you walk outside with wet hair, you're gonna catch a cold and then you're gonna die.
There were a lot of things growing up where they were like, you will die if this happens. If you
Hmm.
go outside, you're dead. Might as well not go
Yeah.
outside. Didn't
Well,
lock your
also we
car
should probably
doors?
say
Dead.
we should probably say, hey guys, welcome to a new episode of
Oh, yeah.
Just
Hey,
Some
guys, welcome to the
Podcast.
podcast. Hey, how is
We kind of
everyone? How's
just
everyone's
jumped
weeks
in.
going? We did. I mean, the casting was just released. I literally saw it as I was on the phone with Maddie before this. Yes, we talk on the phone every day,
What's what's
multiple
funny
times.
though, what's funny though is that like it popped up on my TikTok, I think yesterday, and because it was just like the page, and I was just like, I don't know what it is. I'm just gonna scroll past it because I was just like, I'm just in a scrolling period where I'm just passing everything, and then it popped up on my YouTube. And I was like, YouTube, like, what are you posting that's so important? Hey, it's actually really important. So then I watched all of them, and I was like, this is perfect. Because the girl because hey Mitch, hey, he's kind of a brand new actor. Lenore Dove, um, she's she's not very new to the industry. Like she was in the new Gossip Girl. She was in something else. I can't remember. And then McKenna Grace. Hey, she's in a lot. Like she was in Haunting of Hell House. She was in Gifted, which is one of my favorite movies. She was in the new Ghostbusters. She was in I, Tonya. She was in the Sabrina witch show. Like she's in everything. She kills it every time.
Yeah, I woke up this morning to a text from one of my siblings, shout out Liz, that said, wait, let me read it.
Okay.
Sorry. That said, I have it memorized, please. McKenna effing Grace is playing Maisley Donner. Oh my effing gosh. And then a screenshot. And that was, hey, good morning. How are you? How you doing? And was this early in the morning? No. No, mind you, this was probably noon Liz's time. I was not awake yet. Um, but
Yeah,
that's the
I'm very
text I
excited.
received. And I was
Look,
like, hey, that's awesome.
she's exactly who I like. I know we don't do fan casts here, but she's pretty much who I fan casted.
Yeah, she's pretty much who I
Besides
pictured when I
myself,
was reading the book. Like,
I
hey,
pictured
besides.
myself when I'm not gonna lie. After she was announced, I walked into my mom's office and I said, "The Hunger Games, they're casting," and she was like, "Oh, that's cool." Like she's typing, and then I was like, "I didn't get it." And she was like, "Did you even audition?" I'm like, "No, I don't even know how to do that. Like, I just thought they would know that I wanted the role."
You thought without an audition they would announce you as the person.
Dude,
Like they
that'd
would
be
just announce. They wouldn't
sick.
even email you. They would just be like Lionsgate
No, I show
announcement.
up on set. I show up on set. Hey, McKenna Grace, you're getting out of your trailer and I'm coming in. First and foremost, what are we watching and reading this week? Let me guess for you. Not reading anything and watching Queso.
No, I'm reading Kingdom Keepers. Okay, you damn freak, and I'll go grab it.
Grab it. I need proof. I'm just kidding. But actually, like, guys, like I do. She can't hear me. She can't hear me, but like
I can literally hear you, dude. Okay.
you
This
can't.
is what I'm reading,
What
guys.
is that?
Okay.
Oh, you told me about this.
Guys, the Disney adult allegations are getting too strong. It's a YA book from years ago, like 2012 or something. Let me see.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good, guys.
Love it.
There's four of them, thank goodness. Um, what
Yeah,
year
thank
did this come
goodness.
out in? Hey,
I think like
I needed a break from like
2012.
really gruesome sad books, okay? Because
Is
Hunger
it
Games is great.
2012?
2005. Wow, it's I didn't think it was
Damn, I
that.
was
Anyways,
off.
my sister Elena read them way back when, and I really needed a break from really sad books. So I'm just
Hmm.
reading those. They're really fun. They are about kids, teenagers that get stuck in Disneyland overnight, and then all of the rides and the villains and stuff come to life, and it's crazy. And it's fun, guys. And I just needed a fun book, okay? So
Hey,
sorry,
hey, no
okay?
one's mad at you. No one's mad at you.
And then
Everyone's
I've been
happy. Everyone's
watching
excited.
The Last of Us season 2. That's what I've been watching.
Ugh, nope. Can't do it.
Guys, can I be controversial for a second?
Yes,
It
totally.
fell off. Okay, I'm gonna be so for real.
Oh,
And
wait.
you, is it, but shut the fuck up. Okay,
Can I
it
say
fell
one
off.
thing to that
Yeah.
comment? I don't think it's controversial at all. Because a lot of people on TikTok and Instagram are saying the same exact thing. I don't think you're alone in this.
Yeah, I saw this thing that said it was like it's getting review bombed. No, it's bad. That's why. And here's why. Because
Bad.
I'm watching season 1 again because my one of my best friends, shout out Ben Hall, had not seen The Last of Us. And I was like, "Ben, it's so good. Like it's really sad, but it's such a good show." And he hasn't played the games. He doesn't know anything about it. So I
Did
was like,
anyone
this will be fun.
else hear best friend? Because I did.
I said one of my best friends, not
Nope,
my best friend.
nope, there's
It's
me
in
and
record.
Elena
It's
and
being
Sophia
recorded.
I'm just kidding. I love Ben. I'm just kidding. I love Ben.
But anyways,
Ben, if
one
you're
of my
listening to
best
this,
friends, as I said before, one of, not my best, not the best friend,
I'm just
Maddie.
at the bottom of the list.
One of my best friends here in Greeley, Ben Hall.
Okay, I feel better.
Anyways, he hadn't seen it. So we started watching it, and Tony joined us to watch it as well. Tony wants to play the game, so he was like, I might watch the beginning of the first episode, but then
Yes.
I'm gonna go play the game. We're like, fair. So we were watching it, and I was like, yeah, it really has fallen off. And here's the thing, people complained about the story of the second game since the second game came out. So I'm not even talking about the story. Okay? The story is what it is. It's a different thing. If you don't like that kind of plot, you're not gonna like it. That's fine. That's fine. You don't have to like that kind of plot. However, story aside, what I'm complaining about is production value. Okay? Because here's what happens, and it happens every damn time, and it's why I like a TV show with one good season or three planned out seasons that are really good, and then we're done. Okay, we're done. They are rushed. It feels rushed. The acting feels less. The writing feels shittier. I don't know. And sometimes like they use the dialogue from the games, and that's great. Sometimes you need to not use dialogue from a game. It's the same way with when they do book adaptations. Sometimes the dialogue in the book is not good because the person writing the book is not known for writing dialogue. They're known for writing all the narrative elements, and that's great. And that's fine. And when you're reading it, you tend to forgive those things because you're not hearing it out loud. But then when you watch it, you're like, oh, it's kind of clunky. No one says that. And that's fine. So change it, is all I'm saying. And also, they did change a lot from the two episodes from the game as well, and a lot of things that people are upset about, rightfully so. Because I'm trying not to spoil anything, but really, I just think the production value is lower because they're rushed, because they are. Like, oh, so you had 5 years to make season one. You have 1 year, maybe less, maybe 9 months, maybe 6 months to film, make everything, and then, like you don't have much time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I understand that, but I do think it's fallen off. It's less. It's not. I feel, and I don't know. I feel no emotional connection to these characters. There were maybe two scenes in the first two episodes that I've seen. There were maybe two scenes where I felt like, oh, and and for comparison, after watching episode one of season one, I was like, yeah, actually, it has totally fallen off. Like, I'm not just being like whatever about it. Like, it has, because the first
Yeah.
season, the entire time, you're emotionally connected to every single character you meet, you care
Yeah.
about. And this one, I was just like, I don't know, man. Anyways, rant over. That's what I've been watching. Andor season two also came out this week, and I will be watching that.
Oh,
Um,
who? What is?
Andor season
Oh,
two. It's the Star Wars show, Maddie.
Andor.
But me and Maddie are gonna watch Rogue One before she watches this show because she hasn't seen Rogue One. Although,
No,
like,
yeah,
I
yeah.
kind of wonder if you'd have fun watching the show first, but I am always like, you should always watch things how they came out, personally. That's what I think.
I
But
know. Well, also to go back to The Last of Us, I played the games. So when game two came out, I was like so excited because game one was fantastic. And then, hey guys, this might be controversial. I hate Ellie. I don't care about her in the game two. Like I know she goes through like a lot, but it's like I just like I don't know. Like she's very I mean, obviously she's oh wait, that's a spoiler. Never mind, I'm not gonna say that. But I just don't like her. Like I didn't like playing her. I was just like I'm just bored. 'Cause I don't know. It's because I was telling Carolyn it's really like The Walking Dead where in the first season you're like, "Oh, this is like really interesting. Like the story's building like we're understanding the world." And then later it's like, "Oh, everyone's just trying to kill each other." Like why can't we just
yeah,
be happy?
yeah, I feel the same way. I really love when I'm reading something or watching something dystopian, I tend to like first book, first season the best. Because it's like, here's the world, and the world development's always so fun and interesting. And then now it's all kill or be killed, and I don't find
Yeah,
that
I don't like
stuff.
it.
So it's like
I don't like it.
season one. obviously is really rough, but I feel like season one ends pretty hopeful. And I know I haven't played the games personally because I never had like a PlayStation, but I've watched the games being played. My roommate played them. Um, and I don't know. I know how
Yeah.
season two plays out. Like I know how the game plays
Hey,
out. And they have a third season now. For what? Are they
what do you
splitting
mean a
into
third
two?
season?
I think they're splitting game two into two parts because this only has 7 episodes.
Why?
I don't
Just do it. Just do it. Just make it. Who
And
cares?
and
I
here's the
can't.
thing. The actors are getting hate, or there's fear of actors getting hate because of some of the actions that the characters um play in the
Yeah,
show.
what is
If
that
you're
for?
someone who's doing that, how about get your head out of your ass? They're actors. Like it's actually
They're
not that hard. It's
actors.
actually not that hard to figure out that they're
Yeah.
actors doing a job in a show. So you
Yeah.
actually don't need to give them death threats. Hey, that's actually
Yeah.
insane.
Hey, but okay, the company that makes the games, Naughty Dog, is fantastic. I just want to shout them out because I play all their games. Okay? Dude, I love them.
Did they do Detroit? Did they do Detroit as well?
I can't remember who does
I
Detroit.
have no idea. I'm just asking because I literally have no clue.
It's a great game.
Yeah.
Me and Connor were like this.
Did you see
Um,
that? Have you seen the TikTok that it was like all the voice actors in those games like saying the lines, but just like them people? And so funny. And then the one of Connor's just Connor.
it's just
Just
Connor.
looks exactly
Well,
like him.
Carolyn told me because I remember calling Carolyn after I played this game, and I was like, I killed the girl at the end because if no one knows, Detroit Become Human, you can choose certain things in the game that give you different outcomes. It's like the butterfly effect, like they use it
Hmm.
in Until Dawn, and so
Another great game.
another great game. But when I was playing it, I was like, I killed her. I killed the lady and I killed the kid. Like I killed both of them. So I played again and then I just killed the kid and I was like, well, this sucks. And then I played again and I think I just killed the main girl. And then Carolyn's like recently, Carolyn was like, I think there's a way for you to save both of them. I was like,
Yeah.
I need to know how because I am suffering. Um, because I always save Connor, always and forever. I
Yeah.
always save Connor.
I
It's
love
really hard.
every time it was snowing, I would just think of that. And I would send Maddie the TikTok that was like, it's feeling like I need to run and catch the train in Canada. Every time it'd be snowing outside.
Dude,
Such a good game. I feel like it's a game where I could play it a million times. Like even though you know how it ends, it's like I could just keep playing it and trying every outcome.
this episode is about video games to movies. It's actually
Oh,
oh
oh,
oh,
and we've stumbled into our topic for
and we've
today.
stumbled into our topic.
Here's the
Um,
problem. I'm trying to think. You need to talk about Uncharted. You need to dive into that because I know how
okay,
you feel about that.
yeah, you know how I feel about it.
That's the rest. That's the end of the podcast. Thanks, guys.
Hey, whoever watched the movie Uncharted, okay, with Tom Holland and I want it's not Mark Ruffalo. What's his name? Mark
Wahlberg.
Wahlberg. Thank you. And Mark Wahlberg. Hey, if you like that movie, I think you're drunk because it's
Well,
actually not even well done. No, no. There's they like even if I didn't play the game, I was bored. I was like, oh, they go into like a little tunnel under the city, and then they eventually jump off a plane. Oh, that's interesting. I'm so excited for this adventure. And then they find a pirate ship. Okay. That's it? Oh, cool. It's over. Awesome. Awesome. Love that. So I played the games. I'm very passionate about these games. They're my favorite video games ever. If you're saying why is it your favorite? It's my opinion. I think it's the best game ever, especially Uncharted 4. That one's so good. I literally played it last week. Carolyn knows she can confirm because I yelled. about how much I don't like Sam. And dude, I left everything for my brother, and he did that to me. Like, anyways,
It's just not
the
cool.
they they're doing this with Until Dawn, where it's like they're just taking the names of like the characters and like the game, and then they're changing the whole plot.
Yeah, I honestly, here's my thing. Here's the thing. Here's what's wrong with Hollywood right now. Number 37 of 5 million of the reasons why Hollywood's terrible. They're not taking anything right now. Like if it doesn't have some sort of name attached to it, some sort of like game or media that's going to get them money, that's going to get them people going
Yeah,
to the
what a
theater,
shame.
then they're not going to make it. It's so sad. And and so that's why. So I think they were like, we have to make a movie that's attached to something else. So my guess is someone else wrote a script that didn't have much to do with Until Dawn. And then they were like, well, it actually has to be attached to something
Yeah.
that people are already, buying. And then they changed it to make it Until Dawn because it's like Groundhog Day. Like I couldn't believe it. First of all, Groundhog Day trope, least favorite trope. I'm not gonna lie. I don't even think we put it on our tropes, but I fucking hate that shit.
Okay, wait. I only liked it.
You're gonna say 50 First Dates?
No. Groundhog's Day, like that whole trope, I only like it in Happy Death Day. Did you watch that movie?
No, I did not watch Happy Death
It's
Day.
actually really good in that part. Like I really like I was like, "Oh, it works." It's really funny. But
But yeah, they're making it like that. Also, Maddie, pause real quick. Not
I
actual
do.
pause, but pause. I didn't what did you read and what did you watch this week?
Oh, what did I read and watch this week? Empire of Shadows. I haven't had much time to read this week, so I'm trying to do a little bit, then I fall asleep. But hey guys, if you like Uncharted, this book is actually really good.
This
If you like
video is sponsored
adventure,
by Uncharted.
it's giving like very like much the Mummy vibes. So, Empire of Shadows, it's about this girl. She's like a historian and she gets fired from her job at like this, I don't think it's like a museum, but she gets fired from her job and she finds this treasure map on her boss's desk and she's like, I'm taking that. So she took it and her best friend's like, you should go to this place. And she's like, no, like, I don't think I could do, because this is taking place in like 1800s. She's like, I don't know what I would do there. And her best friend's just like, just go. And so she leaves, but on the way there to the train station, the villain sees her and chases her through like the train stations, whatever. And so the entire time you're like, okay, so someone's after her because she has the map. And she gets to this island where the map is leading her, and she meets this guy, this cutie patootie. His nickname is the Cowboy because he's from America. Dude, sick, love it. And he's her
Oh, that's
guide.
cute.
He's her guide to find this treasure. And it's really I like it. I mean, it's very I'm like kicking my feet. I'm like so cute. What am I watching this week? I mean, Elena is on my Peacock, so she sees I'm watching Psych. I'm
Oh,
watching
dude,
Psych.
my For You page has been like 80% Psych this week. I love Psych. Dude, I need to watch it again. Hey, it's the only show I own on DVD. I have the entire
The
like
one
see every season
with
of it.
speaking of which, of owning, this is the only one that I own, which is The Office. Dude, look at
That's
this makes
awesome.
me feel like I'm old, but like look at that. It
That's
does. I
awesome.
keep it right down here with all my other stuff. But I'm all dusty. But yeah, I've been rewatching Psych and it was funny because last night we're watching what episode was it? Oh, it's like the episode where that Indian guy thinks he's cursed with a love curse. And it's because every girlfriend that he ever had is either being injured or just like weird stuff happening to them. And one of them is almost murdered. And so he brings in Sean and he's like, Sean likes all this thing. And so after the episode ends, I was like, oh, I don't want to watch the next episode. Mom's like, why? And I was telling her all about it. And I was like, and then after that, there's this episode. And then after that one, then we have the second part of Yang. And it's so sad because of Abigail and whatever. And she's like, I think you watch too much. I was like, I don't think so. I think I just know the show. I really love the way that they do Shauna and Gus. Because, like, there's always best friends in shows and what and movies and stuff that's like really good, but Shauna and Gus are like perfect best friends because they match each other's craziness
Hmm.
and they understand each other. And I just think that they are, I mean, they're just great. They're just great. Because I
Yeah.
always think I'm like, oh, that's what I was like, if I said this, Carolyn would, match it instead of being like, you're crazy. You would never do that. If
I
you
love
did
that
that,
little head swivel.
if you ever did a to me, I'd be like, bye.
Yours a friendship down the drain because of one head swivel. Oh, you're gonna do a head swivel, bitch? Okay. Don't call me. Don't come to my
Wow.
house.
Just keep going too. No, but it's just a great show, and I love it with every fiber in my being, and I will watch it till the day I die. So that's what I've been watching and reading this week. So back to
Cool.
Uncharted, back to the business. So no, dude, Uncharted. Like I remember being so excited to see the movie because I forced my whole family to go. I was like, "We're gonna go watch it. Like it's the best game. Like I'm just so pumped." And then I was watching. I was like, "Huh." Why do they make Sullivan young? Like Sullivan in the game is like an older dude with like gray hair, wrinkles. I'm like, you got Mark Wahlberg playing. And then they were trying to make it seem like, oh, well, like this is like the first time they're reading. No. They met like Sullivan and Drake, that's not his first name, but it's the last name, but they met when he was really, really young because he just left the orphanage with his brother. And I was like, just, I don't know why you're changing the plot. And then they ended it being like, oh, let's go get your brother, Sam. Hey, Sullivan doesn't know about Sam. Why are we doing this? And then the whole adventure, I was just, I don't know, it was just not like Uncharted. Like Uncharted, you have puzzles, you have riddles, you have, people shooting at you. I was getting none of that.
Okay, so I wanted to talk about something real quick because I don't really go into deep explanation here, comparing the video games to the movie and of Uncharted. And I was just like, there's just so much I missed talking about, and I think it's important to say. So, but wait, before I say anything, I do want to say one thing I liked about the movie. I really liked that they started out the movie the way they started out the games, which is usually showing the trouble that Nate Drake has gotten himself into. Like I love that. And they did do that in the movie, which I thought was really cool. So that's the only thing that was good. So what I did not like about the movie was they changed. One of the main things I didn't like was how they changed so much about the characters, in the way of they made Nate this, like, they made him seem more like the sidekick to Sully, which I did not appreciate at all, because Nate in the games is such like a headstrong, he knows his history, he's so smart, he's street smart, he's charming, he's charismatic, but they made him in the movie just kind of like, to me, naive. And then in the movie Sully, he's cocky, he's like selfish, but in the games Sully is very okay, he is a little cocky, but like he's sweet in his own way, and he cares about people, and he cares about Nate, and he's also, but like he's not gonna like leave Nate behind to go find a treasure. Another thing is the meeting of the two, because in the games, I think it's game 3, I'm pretty sure it's game 3, don't quote me on that, I'm pretty sure it's game 3, but Nate and Sully meet by chance, because from what I remember in the game, I'm like, as Nate, you're following Sully, trying to get information from him, but in the movie, it was more like Sam and Sully knew each other, and then Sully seeked out Nate. Hey, Sully does not know about Sam until later. Because like as an audience member, we don't know that Sam exists until game 4. So I'm assuming Sully doesn't know about Sam until maybe like probably game 3. I don't know, because they met when Nate was like really, really young because they just left the orphanage. But okay, which is another thing, because in the movie, they made it seem like, first of all, that the Drake's parents both died. In the game, the mom dies and the dad drops him off at the orphanage. But in the movie, it was like Sam abandoned Nate at the orphanage. But in the game, it was Sam had to leave the orphanage. But he wasn't going to leave Nate behind. Like, he was like, I'm going to go work this job so that I can support us, so that you don't have to live in the orphanage. But then they end up leaving together to finding the mom's, notebook with all her research and history about Sir Francis Drake. And together they go on the adventure. Which brings it back to the ring, because in the movie, the ring was a huge thing. It's a huge thing in the game too, but in the movie they were like, oh yeah, my brother Sam gave this to me. No, in the game, Nate steals it from a museum. They also oddly made like a lighter a huge thing in the movie, which, why are we doing that? What else do I have a problem with? Elena. She's a main character in the Uncharted games. Okay, she's there from day freaking 1. She is a journalist and she works with Nate and Sully on like their adventures, and she documents it and stuff. And she like even has like her own little show. And later she becomes the wife of Nate. So like she's a big character, and they totally left her out. So yeah, I love these games, whatever fiber it might be in. That's all I have to say. So anyways, I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Well,
I was like, what is
what
this?
I don't understand is why people take some sort of media that has a really great story and then decide that their story is going to be better than that. It's
Yeah.
like obviously not. Obviously, the story has been developed for years and years and years. And the other thing is,
Yeah.
I understand it's hard to fit, like a 20-hour game into two
Hmm.
hours. Um, but I think that is also why they went back to like doing the TV shows right now with what they're doing with like Fallout. Yeah, my first really, really disappointing remake was the Assassin's Creed movie. It was pretty similar to Maddie's experience of seeing Uncharted. I love the
I
Assassin's Creed
saw it with
games. Maddie knows this.
Elena.
We played the games growing up. My favorite is the Ezio trilogy. I think most people's is. I have not played a lot of the new games. After they kind of abandoned the whole idea of um people going into the past situation, that thing, because they kind of
Yeah.
took that all away and then you just start. I kind of lost interest because I always find that super. I love those concepts. And but it was so disappointing. I don't know why they didn't use the same, like I just never understand why when you have something so great, you wouldn't use that and then make that into like, and that's why The Last of Us season 1 is so good because they actually stuck to the story like 1,000% and then expanded on some
Yeah.
things. But for the most part, they stuck to the story of a really great story. And
It's which
yeah, I don't
like
know why.
some people were like, "Oh, like why would they do that?" And it's like, well, some people don't want to play the games. But like people who don't play the games can still have the whole understanding of the game without playing it because they're watching
Hmm.
it. Like what's wrong with that? I don't understand. You know what? Carolyn, this next video game into movie, you'll like this one. Five Nights at Freddy's.
Ooh, that's a controversial take. I freaking love the
Oh,
Five Nights at Freddy. I love
so
the Five Nights at
good.
Freddy's movie. Okay, guys. Okay, hey, and I was there when it was written. Okay, when it was still like a phone game, like crazy. Okay,
Yeah.
and I loved them. Yeah, they're not absolutely terrifying. Sorry. Um,
The
but
game or
I
the movie?
the movie. Like that was the biggest complaint that I heard was that people were like, I just wish it was scarier. Understandable. Okay. I am a
The
baby.
games are
Okay.
really
I
scary.
I loved
Games are
watching
really
the movie
scary.
because I'm a little baby. Okay. So I loved it because I was like, I can watch this and not be like scared out of my mind, but I'm still like, oh, a little scary.
It's
And
so
I think they're
good.
gonna make the second one scarier. The second one already looks scarier by the teasers. Um,
Yeah, but we'll be together.
yeah, we'll be having a great time. I love those. I think they're super fun. I don't think that they betray the story. I think they did a good job with the story. I think it's great
Yeah.
and a
I
great
think what was
cast.
really good about the movie was they actually gave context to the characters. Because when you're playing the games, you're kind of like, oh, there's just these creepy things. But then you have to like Google, hey, like, why does Foxy run? And then you Google it and you're like, oh, that's why Foxy runs. That's very sad and very scary. Like, but like the movie was like, oh, like these are kids that were put inside these machines. And
Hmm.
Springtrap is the bad guy. Because you don't find out about Springtrap until like, I think game three? I'm pretty sure it's
Yeah.
game three. Um,
Well, because they so expanded.
yeah.
Like, I think those games were so cool because they really just started off as like kind of like a like like your typical indie scary game where it's like there's not much to do but like oh jump scares, and then they really expanded into this really cool story, and yeah, the games are great.
Yeah,
So I thought they
it's
did a
great.
great job. I think they stuck well to the material
And
that they had, and
yeah.
they were entertaining and they're kind of fun. Like I love those movies. Um,
hmm
what other movies have we seen
I
that
would
were
like to say that I was very brave to
super?
watch that movie because I thought it was scary. I thought it was going to be scary. And I watched it by myself at night
Ooh, that is brave.
just for
See,
Josh
I'm not gonna do
Hutcherson
that.
and because I was packing to come see you.
Yeah, and then she literally is watching the movie and packing, and then she gets to my house and we watch it, and then Zach gets home from whatever he was doing, school, and we
Yeah.
watch it again. So
I was
Betty
like,
saw
we
it
have
like
to watch
three
it, guys.
times
It's
in
so
like two
good.
days. And I was like, yeah, I'll watch it again. Let's watch it right now. And so we watched it.
Um,
It was so good.
there's, I mean, this one counts. It's a movie. Mario Bros.
Hey, the original or
The Mario movie, Super Mario
the
Bros.
most recent one?
Yeah,
That one I loved too. It was fun and silly. Um, it's great. I thought it was
I
everything it
hated it.
needed to be.
Just kidding.
I did not see, guys, it's so crazy because the Minecraft movie came out this week. We haven't even talked about that. I have not seen it
Me
though, which is
neither.
why we haven't talked about it. And my sibling Liz said that it was awesome. Like it was exactly what it needed to be. Like silly and dumb but fun.
Well, you know what's also kind of in the same category? Sonic.
Oh, guys.
Guys. We played that game together, dude. I
Yeah,
remember
we
being at the Simon's house and we were playing.
mm-hmm. Yeah, the Simons had like all the Sonic games ranging back from like the first Sonic game. So we'd play them at their house all the
Yes.
time. And I watched Sonic X because it used to be on like if like crazy. Like 9 a.m. on Saturdays it would air like reruns of it. And so I watched that at their house. And then I didn't see Sonic Boom. I think I was too old at that point. Like I'd kind of aged out.
Oh,
But I've seen lots of clips from Sonic Boom, very funny. And I thought I love those movies. They're great. I
I
think they
love
also
them.
do a great job of using the source material and having fun. And they're kind of silly and dumb, but like that's how the games are. Like all the dialogue is that way. So they're a lot of fun.
I'm
I
looking at
laughed a lot. I had a great time.
I love them. I think they're cute. The fact that
They're
they
really fun.
redid Sonic was hilarious. Like
I
everyone
know,
was
I'm
like,
really
they
hoping we
look
can bully them into redoing Shrek, but I think everyone's hoping that too.
I was it you who had the theory of like or someone on TikTok, I can't remember, but it was like I think they sent us that they showed that teaser to be like, do they like the new look? Do they not? So that they have time to fix it or something.
I wonder. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely a possibility. Yeah, I was talking to my mother-in-law about this actually, and about Shrek, and she was like, the reason why, because I was all of 2 years old. Is it 2001 that the first Shrek came out? I think it's 2001, isn't it?
I think so.
So I was a baby. I did not watch the Shrek movies until
But
Maddie came onto the scene. When me and Maddie met, some of my earliest memories is going to her house and watching all the Shrek movies. Um,
yeah, because I started watching them because I saw the second one in theaters. Like my cousins and I, like we were committed to Shrek because we all like me and Autumn, we both had older siblings, so they knew about Shrek. And so when we were old enough to go see Shrek 2, dude, it was so good. It was so sick. And then I was like, Carolyn, have you watched these? And she's like, no, no. And I was like, what the frick? That's what we call a callback. This one's called Tomb Raider. Did you watch that or play the game?
I remember when Tomb Raider came out. I played the games because my uncle and aunt had all of them at their house because they liked Tomb Raider, and I played them at their house.
Hmm.
I loved those games. They're very fun.
They're
It's
very
like
fun games, except I quit.
they're hard.
I
They're not
couldn't
like
get past the Jaguar. Okay? That damn Jaguar, I can't leave until I kill it. And I'm just circling it. I'm just hoping.
I always think because it's like I played these games when I was a teenager, and I always am like, or like even when I used to play it. I mean, the first game I ever played was Ocarina of Time when I was really young, and
Oh,
I'm always like, are these games hard or was I a child? Because then I'll go back and play them. I'm like, oh, it's actually
yeah.
I couldn't figure it out. All right, I couldn't figure out what the puzzle was, and that's what yeah. But yeah, I did play the Tomb Raider games. When the movie came out. I I think we were teenagers when the movie came out because the movie was like
Yeah, I don't.
2015,
Yeah,
2016,
I never
2017.
watched it.
I didn't either. I don't know what was coming out at that time, but
Yeah.
it just wasn't high on my list. I remember being like, that looks awesome. I'm excited.
Yeah.
But I never saw it, and I don't think I don't remember the reviews being good. So I
No.
just was
I'm
like,
trying to
no.
remember the first video game I played. Like, I remember growing up, my dad played a lot of Call of Duty and Halo, and so with my cousins, because they're all dudes. Um, but like the first thing that popped into head, hey, this is not a video game into a movie. Okay, they made a video game for this, okay? But you could only play it on the computer, and it was Lost. You could play Lost.
That's
And you're
awesome.
walking in the woods, and then you would see like the fog, like the black fog, and then you'd have to run into like the branches and like you had to wait and stuff like that. That's all I remember from the game.
I
But
remember a few other games because I'm thinking Ocarina of Time was the first game I played, but it might just be one of the ones that I played the most. Because I
yeah.
remember I had the really old Game Boy that was like the gray Game Boy that was huge, and I played the
Oh
Little Mermaid game,
yeah.
and I played the DuckTales game on that. Um, and then my brother had a Game Boy Advance, and I had the Episode 2 Star Wars side scroller game, and I played that game, and then I played the Spider-Man games on those two. And then I played Animal Crossing. It was a lot of video
Hmm.
games.
I actually have my old Game Boy and DS right over there. Should I grab it?
Do you have your SpongeBob
Dude,
one?
yeah, it's a SpongeBob one.
Dude,
Dude,
throwback.
it's here, let me go grab it
Sick.
so
It's
people know what
sick.
I'm talking about. Dude, it's so
It's pretty
cool.
cool. It's one way the coolest. Yeah, but I don't know. There were a lot of games that I played. My brother was a big influence on that. He always showed me cool games, and Ocarina of Time was too hard for me as a child. So my brother would play it if I got stuck, or I would just watch him play it. But like I remember when we were kids, we couldn't even get past like the Deku Tree. Or maybe there was one time we did, and we were like, this is crazy. There's more to this game than we thought. Because if you've played the game, the Deku Tree is literally level one. Like
Yeah,
that's when you're still stuck
dude.
in the village, and then once you pass the Deku Tree, you can leave the village, and then there's like way more game. Um,
Did they
I
make a
love those
Halo
games.
movie or a TV show?
Yes, they made a TV show. My husband watched it. He didn't think it was that bad, but like there's a few different things. There's different movies and TV shows, and I think Zach has seen all of them. And what he said was, for the most part, There was one that was good, and for the most part, they were all like okay or trash. But what was
Yeah.
weird that he complained about, and sorry guys, I don't know enough about this to be talking about this. But that Master Chief took his helmet off for like 90% of the show, and he was like, that makes no sense to me at
It
all.
makes no sense.
Yeah. And that they kind of
Makes
changed
no
his character.
sense.
They changed his character to be, I don't know, just way different than he was in the games, which he didn't like either.
Are you ready
So,
for this?
so ready.
Boom. Look
Here I
at
have,
that.
that's awesome. I have Zach's like right here. It's so cute. What game is on it right now?
I don't know, it's stuck in there. I do know because I can see the little top, so I know it's
It's
my
gotta be
Nickelodeon
Nickelodeon.
game because there was a SpongeBob game. Oh, so fun. But I can't get it out. And then I have my DS. Look at that bad boy. Look at that bad boy. I
Oh, you had the pet one. The My
I know.
Pets or something. What's it
Yeah, I
called?
begged for the imprint on here. And then, oh yeah, look at that. It's dirty. What games are there?
So, Zach had the Game Boy Micro. Oh, dude! Oh my
That's
gosh,
the
go
one that's
charge
in
that
it right
thing.
now.
Go charge that thing. So, I
Which
don't
one
have
is
my
it?
old stuff because,
Wild World.
um, Liz, if you're hearing this, I don't know if you remember this. When Liz was a toddler, and here's the thing. This is not Liz's fault. This is my own fault. But my DS was sitting by a hot tub that I was sitting in. And I was like a kid. We were at a like family reunion and all the kids were all in the
Mm-hmm.
hot tub and I was playing my DS and so my DS was sitting by the hot tub and Liz just came over and pushed it right in. And that was the end of my DS. Rip my DS. Rest in peace.
That's
Um isn't
crazy.
that crazy? Hey, that's okay. You know, it is what it is. It's very funny now looking
She's
back.
not
But
mad.
welcome to Show and Tell. We have Spider-Man Battle in New York. This game's very fun. When
It
I
is fun.
discovered that Zach still had this bad boy, put it right in. Had a great time. Played the game. It's a great game. Another side scroller. Zach also has he has like every Spider-Man game that came out during that time. He has Spider-Man Friend or Foe. This is the DS now. That we're on. He has Super Mario Bros. Sims 2 Castaway that I'm very curious about. Have not played it.
Interesting.
Nicktoons MLB. He had a lot of fun boy games for boys, lots of sports games. Did not have Animal Crossing, unfortunately. There are some games that are from movie franchises that I wish they would then make into a series. Like, for instance, we
Shut up.
have the Batman Arkham games that are all really good. And
So
I would love if
good.
they made a trilogy specifically about the Arkham stuff because
I would
it's
watch
so
it.
fun. It's so fun. And like there's like a ton of TV shows, a ton of media about Batman. Like there's really everything you can pretty much find if you want to find a story on some character in the game or in the comics or whatever. But it would be
Hmm.
so cool if they did a trilogy that was just like covering each of the games because they're all so
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, a game that we wish would turn into a TV show or a movie. I think mine would be God of War, Red Dead Redemption.
Red Dead Redemption, yeah. Oh my gosh. They
Be
still
so
haven't
good.
made, and I think they are now. I think they are right now. And I think Elena, you
Red
know.
Dead
But
Redemption?
no, I think they're making a movie for Legend of Zelda right now because I've thought about that forever.
Oh,
But
really?
I'm really curious. Hold on, let me Google it really quick. I'm pretty sure they are though, because we've all talked about it. Because they were casting not too long ago, and
Should
Matthew
I
was
apply?
making jokes about
I'm
it. So
actually in it.
oh no.
What? What?
Guy that wrote the screenplay. Hold on. Let me do a little more research before I really judge him.
Tell me. I can't
He
see.
wrote he wrote the Jurassic World movies.
What's wrong with that?
Well, okay, the first two I really like. They're fun. The last one was really, really bad.
Yeah.
And here's the thing.
Man,
I am
what's
a
wrong with the
sucker. I am a
movies?
sucker for Jurassic Park movies. I love all of them, even though some of them are bad. And they're fun. And they're fun. And that's what they are. And they're fun.
Are they
When
fun?
I think they're fun. Okay. All right. I think I enjoy them. And But here's the thing. When it comes to something that's so like close to people's hearts, like Legend of Zelda, for a
Yeah.
lot of people is like their beginning of video games and like it's a great story and it has a
So good.
huge fan base.
Hmm.
That's kind of scary because it's like if I'm gonna go watch a fun movie, that's great. If I already have an emotional connection to characters, I'm gonna be worried if the movie's just fun. Like, I'd rather them like have it be deeper and not screw it up. And he did the
Yeah.
Pikachu movie as well. He did the screenplay for that. And people really love the Pikachu
I
movie.
think
Because
I
it's
think
fun
we
and
should
it's
just redo
silly.
ours.
You're so right. Who am I to say who can write this with what I've done, who am I to speak on
No,
that?
dude. Like, here's the thing. I mean, I don't want to. Well, he might be a fan. I don't know, but I think when you're writing something like that's so close to home, it has so many fans. Like, you should bring in the people who played those games, who know those characters, and be like, help us write this story in order to do it right. Because, like, I don't know if this guy has ever played the games. He probably has. It's like a popular game.
Yeah,
But
I'm
is he
sure.
just doing it for like a paycheck at the end of the day, or is he like actually caring about the story?
I'm sure he's played
No,
the games because he's also written for video games. When I was looking at his thing. So like, and I feel like, and that's the thing, who
I
was
love
it?
that.
Someone was talking about this, some creator that like does deep dives into Hollywood on TikTok was talking about how the Minecraft movie was originally written by the
Ew.
creators of Always Sunny in Philadelphia because
Oh,
Rob
nice.
Rob McKenney um
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's
is
great.
like loves the games, was really passionate about it, and so he was really involved in the project. But the project got scrapped. So like Minecraft had been under, it was similar to kind of like how the Bar movie was, where it had been like tossed around from studio to studio for years, and like they just couldn't get
Mhm.
it right, or they couldn't get it to what they wanted it to be. I don't know. I think
Interesting.
there was also a huge resurgence in Minecraft. There was like I feel like there was like a 5 to 10 year span where it was not as popular for a minute, and then it got really popular again, and so that's when they started to make it for real. And then they got Jack Black
Hmm.
as like a person to bring people in. Um, but I know it was a long process. And so when it was originally like a passion project by people that love the game, I'm like, that's awesome. But then it gets turned into this. So I don't know. Maybe he does love the games. Maybe it'll be fine. I honestly, my expectations are pretty low, I think, for that. But I just hope that it's good. I hope that it's fun. And it's also
Yeah.
hard, like, I'm really curious to what they'll do with Link's character because he's a mute character. He doesn't speak at all. He's never spoken. And when they've done him in media before,
Did
they've
it?
just had him. Yeah,
So I
Panda
didn't
was great.
respond.
Well, when
I
they've
just
done
shook
him
my head.
before, they had him talk and they made him like sassy and fun, and that's fine too. I'm very curious what they'll do because
Yeah.
um,
I do
because
love
what can you do?
Legends. I have the game right up there that I stole
I feel like
my sister.
so like you stole it from a GameStop. Okay, from her sister, guys.
I
But
stole it from my sister.
I do think
I did.
that I
Not a
think
lie.
okay, guys, actually I might have to take back my entire statement. It's possible in Breath of the Wild and some of the other games he talks, but like it's like we don't hear what he says. Like he'll mime a response kind of,
Yeah.
but there's no like
Oh,
dialogue
Breath of the Wild
double.
was so good, dude.
Breath of the Wild's great.
It's
So
so
I'm
pretty.
also curious to what they'll do with the story because there's like at least in the 20s of games and most of them have
It'll
really good
be
stories.
it'll probably be like Awakening Legend.
Yeah, once again, I have literally no room to speak on this topic. If you look at
Hey,
my resume, you'd
hey,
say
I love
absolutely
it.
unqualified
I
to speak.
love it. Every time I watch it, I'm just like, oh, it was so fun.
What Maddie is
Well,
referencing is the first film we ever did when we were in high school, and it's
mhm.
a fan film, and it's bad, and you can't find it anywhere. It's been
It's not
destroyed.
bad.
It's been it's really
It's
bad.
not bad. For the
It's
people
been
who worked on,
destroyed. You cannot find it. It's gone.
you could still find it.
Oh, it's not on
And
YouTube though. Like it's not on a platform you can find it. It's on
oh
like a
no.
Google
But
Drive.
Yeah, if you hack the system, people. But the thing, like, even though it's bad, we still made it. And I think we still need to be like, hey, we did a really good job for being freshmen in high school, getting the theater kids together for a summer. Like, even though it was
Yeah.
bad,
It was bad, but it was our first
still
project,
fun.
and when we did
It was
it,
our
and I
first
always say
project.
this to everyone that wants to make a film, just go make it. Like, make it. Like finish your first film. It's gonna be terrible. Do not expect it to be really good. It's gonna be bad, but just make it so you know that you can do it, and then go from
Yeah.
there. And like, yeah, I mean, we were a ragtag group of high schoolers. Everyone was volunteers, you know. The
Hmm.
production budget was $0. Like, it was what it was. It was silly and fun.
Yeah.
And we did it and then we made more after that. So
All
if
right.
there's not a video game adapted and you want it adapted, dude, just go in your backyard, grab your friends.
Heck yeah. Or get on our Google Drive and watch it. Hey, that was crazy. It was
Hey,
so
guys, the
fun. That was so
standards are
fun.
so low.
It
But
was
yeah,
so fun.
it was a great time. It was a great summer.
Yeah, it was great.
Hey
But
guys,
yeah,
thanks for listening. I
yeah.
let us know which adaptations you love and which ones you hate and which ones you hope they will make soon.
If Red Dead Redemption's not on the list, I'm gonna block you because it's fantastic. It's a great game.
I'm always kind of curious to why they haven't made a Life is Strange movie. I don't know if you've ever played that game,
Of
but
course.
it seems so adaptable. Like it seems like something that would be pretty easy to make. I don't know why
Yeah,
they haven't made it.
I don't know either.
Maybe the creators don't want them to.
Maybe
Who
we
knows?
have to. Give us the rights, guys. Give us the rights.
I don't think I'd want to take that one on. I think that's someone else's
No,
story
me
to
neither. I think
tell.
I'm just too busy. Um, I don't
Yeah,
have
have your
time.
people contact my people maybe in a few years, or no.
You can get me on Hunger Games. I'll do it. I will
Oh, I
do
just want to sit on set and just,
it.
observe. Thanks for hanging out with us. I hope you
Yeah.
guys have a wonderful day. I hope you read something interesting and you watch something fun.
Bye, guys. I got no mind.
Hey! And we end with fireworks. Hey.
Heck yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Thank you guys so much for listening to our podcast.
Yes. Follow us on Instagram, YouTube. I almost said Twitter. We don't have a Twitter or a Facebook. So just follow us.
If you're looking for us on Facebook, there's nothing there. We don't got shit on Facebook. Just find our Instagram, find our YouTube. You're watching on YouTube, likely. We're even on Spotify sometimes. I don't know if we're on there completely. Are we on there completely?
Yes. Do you not pay attention to what we upload? Yes, we're on Spotify. We're on Spotify and YouTube. Tune in next week for a surprise because we don't know what we're doing next week.
We never do. It's beautiful.
Comment down below what you thought about today's episode, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye. Get the hell out!
Bye. Hey, the movie's over. Why are you still here?